Today, I'm going to break one of the top secret hidden hustles currently right now on the internet that's allowing the people to change their life and make $1,000 a day, 5,000, 10,000 to $20,000 a day trading meme coins. You probably haven't heard about it, but in this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know and how you could get started with just as little as $100 and start generating generational wealth by trading meme coins. So, this is the side hustle that no one's talking about, but everybody that is in it is making a ton of money. What are you waiting for? Let's dive in and talk about how you could start changing your life by trading meme coins. All right, guys, let's talk about what are meme coins and what are driving. I'm pretty sure, guys, you already know, and you probably have heard of the Trump coin that launched, the big meme coin that launched. A ton of people made a ton of money trading that particular coin. In addition to that, I'm pretty sure you've heard of older coins like WIF, Doge, but have you heard of a coin called Fart Coin? I'm pretty sure you haven't. If you have, you're already one step ahead of the game. But for those of you who are new and don't know absolutely nothing about what a meme coin is, today I'm going to give you guys a perfect example so you can understand what a meme coin is and how you could become very profitable. There are two areas that I feel like meme coins are very well explained, and that is either by a lottery ticket or by a casino. I'm going to take the lottery ticket route just because I feel like that is the most fundamental one to people for people to grasp. And basically, a meme coin is a lottery ticket. It's basically that's what it is. There's so many lottery tickets out there. There's so many meme coins out there. You just got to make sure you get the lottery ticket that's going to be winning. The advantage you have with the meme coins is you could pick the winning lottery ticket every single day and make profit, as opposed with the lottery, you can't. I'm going to explain why. This is the problem that you have with playing the lottery, right? With the lottery, there are so many odds stacked up against you that for you to win, it's going to take a miracle. Basically, you need to make sure that you go to the right store, you live in the right city, that you also make sure you get the right ticket from all the tickets that are available. You got to make sure that the vendor or the clerk or the vending machine spits the right ticket, and you got to make sure that that is the winning ticket. There's so many things stacked up against you that even very difficult to actually win and make sure you get it. Now, the great advantage with meme coins is you have none of this stacked up against you because you can basically do it anywhere from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of a Starbucks, from your school, from anywhere, even from your mobile phone as you're riding the bus. You could be trading meme coins and making money. So basically, you don't need to drive anywhere to actually make money. You could do it just from the comfort of your home. And all you need is internet access, a PC, or a phone, and the knowledge needed to be able to turn and convert that money to gold. Now, the advantage you have here, guys, is you don't have to start with crazy amount of money. You could start with as little as $50, 150, 200, 300, whatever you want to start with, and learn the game and lock in so you could start making good financial changing money. All right, guys, let's dive in exactly what you're going to need. So, first and foremost, let's start about with tools. So, there's a couple tools that are going to make your life a little bit easier. There are two in particular that I recommend. Number one is, of course, BullX. That's my personal favorite one. It's just fast and very reliable. And number two is Axiom. Links to those tools are down below so you guys can start understanding what the world looks like in the meme coin space. For this purpose of this video, I'm going to show you guys the BullX side of things and how that looks to give you a better understanding of what you're going to need in order to get this done. So let's open BullX and take a look at my favorite spot, which is the Neo Vision. As you see right here, we're on Neo Vision. And every coin that you see in these columns, all of these are meme coins. And of course, the first thing you want to understand is that each column represents one particular thing. Okay. So whenever one of these meme coins gets created, it will be within the new creation tab or new creation column. These are coins that are literally just coming off hot of the press. And basically, the way this works is the lower market cap you buy these coins, the higher market cap that it goes, the more money you make. It's super simple. Okay. Very easy to understand. So, the great thing I love about BullX is that it gives you all this information right off the bat. As you see right here, guys, it says market cap 8. So if you buy this at 8K market cap, then, if this goes to 800, 500, even 100 market cap, that's still a good amount of returns. And basically, meme coin lingo we count that by X's. So when you say you doubled your money, that's a 2X. When you triple your money, that's a 3X, and so on and so on. So what is it that we're looking for, and what is it that you want to do in order to make sure you're trading this correctly? So new creation, guys, anybody could create a meme coin, and you could take a gamble on which coin you want to buy. The great advantage with this platform is that it allows you to buy right off the spout. Now, number two is we have the second column, which is about graduated. Basically, what about graduating is, it just tells you that this coin is about to transfer from the platform pump.fun, which is the platform where these coins are being launched from, into the DEX, the DeFi section, the decentralized financial section, which is going to be Radium in this case, and then everybody's going to be able to see these coins. The advantage we have out of anybody else that's not trading meme coins within Pump Fund is that they have to wait for the coin to get here to the graduated section to be able to see the coin. The advantage I'm giving you guys is with these tools, you'll be able to see the coins before they even get to this section. And that is a huge advantage because once they get to this section, of course, there's going to be more eyes on it. And what we want is we want to be able to buy a coin within this section or this section or even in this section and make sure that once it gets attention and people start seeing them, that the coin will keep going higher and higher and higher in order for us to make money, which is what we want. All right, so now that you understand this, guys, I am going to give you a helpful and informative tip that's going to make you understanding this so much easier. Number one, we stream every Tuesday and Thursdays, so you guys want to make sure you get more information, ask your questions, and get those questions answered live. Make sure you guys join us on Tuesdays and Thursdays. In addition to that, if you want to go back and look at content that we've already made that should help you understand this a little bit more, make sure you guys watch the previous live streams and become a member to be able to participate and get all that knowledge that you need in order to start trading right now. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what like a trade actually looks like. Okay, before we dive in and I explain everything, I want to make sure you guys understand what happens when it gets to this graduated section. Once it gets to this graduated section, it will come out in this platform called Dex Screener. And everybody that's currently trading meme coins that is not trading in Pump Fund, they will be able to see the coin here. There is a ton of people that are looking at this site with a passion, but the advantage you guys have is that you'll be able to buy these coins before they even get to this website. I'll leave the link of the website as well. So everything on this list, guys, is going to be a meme coin, and we are currently right now trading on the Solana network because we're using Solana in order to buy these coins. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do in order to get started, now that you understand what each column is and how the coins work, is you're going to need to get yourself some Solana. Super easy to get, guys. All you got to go is go to an exchange, kind of like Coinbase, Binance, Bybit, whatever country you're in, load up some Solana into that account, and then you're going to go into the Phantom website, which I'll leave a link down below. Make yourself a wallet. Once you made yourself a wallet, all you have to do is make sure you put the Solana you bought from the exchange, transfer that to your Phantom wallet, and now you're ready to go. One tip I want to give you guys, whenever you create a wallet, it's going to give you a seed phrase, which is usually between 13 to 14 to 15 words. You're going to make sure you save, keep that, and you guard that with your life, because basically that's like giving your credit card or giving your debit card to some stranger and giving them the PIN so they can access it. So you want to make sure you guard that with your life. Once you have the Solana loaded in your Phantom wallet, you are then ready to transfer that Solana to either one of the two tools I recommend, which was BullX or Axiom. And those are the ones you're going to want to make sure you work with to be able to start trading. The second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you set up filters for each individual buy and sell. Now, I have a separate video that I highly recommend you watch after watching this one, which will give you the correct filters to set up to be able to, save yourself some money and some gas, because every transaction you're going to get taxed on, and you want to make sure you don't get taxed heavily so you could, your profit could keep growing and growing and growing. I'll leave a link to that video down below so this video doesn't get too long. So now that you guys understand what we're doing, you have your Solana ready to go. Now it's time for us to find a coin to be able to trade. The first things I want to recommend is, if you are new, I would kind of avoid this section right here, just because this section right here is just a little bit more riskier. And remember what I said about the lottery ticket? We want to make sure we're bettering our odds to make sure that our odds are stacked up in our favor, not against us. So on this side, it's a little bit more for not, I wouldn't say new people. This site is more for tailored at least towards more medium to experienced people that are trading meme coins. And I'm pretty sure once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to start trading on this side. It's just a little bit more riskier. Now, number two, the about graduated. This one's a little bit riskier, but not as risky for this one. It's still risky, but it's a really good way to kind of see if this coin does well. And then it should appear on this side, and then you can kind of keep tracking it. Now, this side is a little bit less riskier in the sense that this coin's a little bit more established. So you want to make sure that a couple things that the coin has been out for a while. As you guys see, this has been out for 32 minutes. Okay, so now that you understand that and you already have the tools and I already explained to you guys where the coins go and how all that works. Let's take a look at a coin and talk about how you're able to make profit from trading these coins, okay? And I have very educational videos that are going to give you a better, more insight onto trading these coins. You guys are more than welcome to check these out. But let me give you a quick example on how this would work. What you would do is you would be looking at right here at the Neo Vision. You'll be looking at the Neo Vision. You're going to pick the coin. Usually, if you need help finding coins, you could either go to on X account. You could follow me on X. I usually make some really good calls on my TG, so you're more than welcome to hop on and follow me on my TG. So you guys go ahead and kind of get used to trading the coins or just see how the trades happen, so you get a better understanding. And of course, the best thing is ask questions down below, so we can go ahead and answer you guys those questions. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at how a trade setup would work. Okay, so let's say for example I spotted this coin called Fun Auto Fun, and I spotted it right here at 145,000, 145K. If you're not seeing the 145K, it might be because you have it on price. Just make sure you switch it to market cap. So you would have 145K entry. And let's say for some reason you were to put here $100. Okay, if you were to put $100, we're going to set up the marker here. So we're going to go here and move the price range. So we're going to do 150 all the way to where it ran up to. So that is 1,000x. So basically you would make, in order for you to make $1,000, if you put 100 here and it gets all the way up here, you already made yourself $1,000, more than $1,000 if you were to wait for it to go this high. Now there are some people that don't like waiting and they just kind of want to make sure they put in $500 and just make it go to a 2x, which would be around here, and they're pretty much out of the game and are sitting in a very comfortable situation because you see how easy it is just to double your money right here. It went from here to almost 300, and now you're in a very solid position where you already doubled your money. So if you put in 500, now you have $1,000. Okay, or if you put in 1,000, then you converted that to 1,000. Of course, the lower amount of money you put, the more higher multiple you, of course, you want. But one thing in this game is don't be greedy, because there's always a coin that comes out every single day where you're going to be able to take advantage of this. And it's just not one coin, it's multiple coins. Okay. So that's what it is. So that's how you would set up a trade. And to buy it, super easy, guys. Once you have the Solana loaded up in your wallet, all you need to do is go to the buy section and select how much Solana you want to buy. Of course, one full Solana is the equivalent currently right now of $132. Of course, the higher the Solana price goes, the more you have to think of how much money you're putting in. 0.1 Solana is only $13. So like I said, you can start with 0.1 and just put in $13 right here and see that go up. It just depends on how much money you want to make. A quick recommendation that I would give you guys: if you're new, first time trying it, start with $100 and think of those $100 like you are pretty much going to forget about it and not care if you lose them, because only play with what you are able to afford to lose. Okay, it's extremely important. So grab the $100, and I'm going to tell you guys, if you guys follow these videos and watch my videos, follow me on TG, follow me on X, you guys are going to most likely end up winning and get used to this game and increase your portfolio and increase your profits as you guys move forward. So that is how you would set up a trade. You would buy here, set the amount that you want to buy, and then when you're ready to sell, you would just go to the sell tab and sell the whatever amount you want to sell. You could sell 10%, 25%, 100, and pretty much catch out and make money this way. There's a ton of people currently right now doing this particular side hustle. I don't want to extend this video too long because there's so much information, but the great advantage you guys have is I have a ton of videos with that information. So you guys are more than welcome to check those out. And the best thing, if you have any questions, make sure you ask them down below. This is how people are turning $1,000 to $5,000 to 10,000 to 20,000, and how multiple people are making $1,000 a day and more. If you're
Yeah.
not doing this right now, think of it like if you were in the time when Shopify barely started and you didn't jump the boat and get into doing Shopify. This is basically the opportunity you have right now that you are extremely early to make life changing money. So, I hope you found this video helpful, informative. If you did, do me a huge favor, guys. Drop a comment, drop a like, but most importantly, ask your questions and subscribe to the channel so you can start learning to trade meme coins and start making $1,000 a day. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.